So, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm super excited about this class. My name is Desiree. I've been channeling ever since I was a little girl, and then kind of in my mid 30s, things just really blossomed and I opened up. And from there, I have just been doing healing work on people. That's my most favorite thing to do is just when I see them, I see their energy, open them up, balance their chakras, and just show them the miraculous world of what energy is. Like what it feels like, what it looks like, how to sense it in all these different ways, how to speak light language, all those beautiful things. But one thing I found recently in the last couple months is a huge need to just for the collective to ground so much more than we had been. And one of the ways that I found that that is absolutely phenomenal is to connect with those chakras of the earth. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. Is we're just going to, sit back, we're going to breathe, and we're going to begin to connect with those different chakras of the earth, just really to get as grounded as we possibly can. And I always think of grounding and kind of ascension as kind of a stretch Armstrong. So the more we can ground, the higher we can go without falling over. And we're just going to end up stretching that as much as we can. And with what's happening in the collective right now, we have so many more people opening up and so many more people just raising to higher and higher vibration. We need that anchoring. We need that grounding. And so that's what this is really about. Super, super excited. Tonight is going to be relatively simple. We're just going to lay back, we're going to relax. I'm going to begin to open you guys up to each one of the chakras individually. We'll do about 5 minutes on each chakra, and then we'll leave time for just kind of reflection and that kind of stuff. I love hearing your guys' feedback. So if you want to at any time put stuff in the chat, I will be monitoring that as well. For those of you who have not worked with me before, the way that it works for me in particular is I feel things in my body while I'm getting auditory messages, visual messages, and an internal knowing. At the same time, I'm moving energy through my entire body. So if you watch closely, if you want to, you don't have to. You're definitely lay back with your eyes closed if you want to. But if you watch closely, when I raise energy, my arms will go in, expand energy, arms will go out. DNA upgrade will look like a double helix going up, expanding of the heart chakra, all sorts of different movements will kind of represent different things. And that will be facilitating and moving the energy at the same time. And then also, I'll be talking about different things that I sense and I feel just to give you visuals of what's happening at the same time. And I'll be listening to my intuition to kind of gear us or drive us where we need to go as well. As always, your intuition knows best. So if it feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Right? You're more than welcome to lay back and relax with your eyes closed. You're more than welcome to stand up and kind of shift and move with the energy as well. Of course, it's whatever feels good to you. And at any time, if you need to, you can feel free to interrupt me if you really have a question or something like that, or you can raise your hand, put it in the chat. I'll be monitoring all of that as well. Any questions before we start? Nope. Cool. So I'd like to just take one tiny minute just to go around and kind of say hello, if that's okay, because I know we have some beautiful people here and I love all of your faces. And I might start with Gina only because I know her best. But Gina,
Hi.
can you just say hi and then just kind of what you expect to get out of tonight?
Hi, everybody. I'm Gina, and I just was intrigued by the whole chakra system of the earth. So I was just hoping to just see what comes through. So thank you.
Thank you. And then Susan? Oh, that's
Oh, wait,
it's okay.
can you
Um,
hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, because my microphone wasn't unmuting. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, for some reason it's not let me do video and microphone. Anyways, I'm Susan. I have known Desiree. I met her a couple years ago when she came to an event in Austin. Had a wonderful experience with that. And tonight I'm in the year of renewal and just wanting more alignment. So that's what I'm excited about for tonight.
Beautiful. Well, welcome, welcome. All right, Kayla, how about you? Welcome.
Hi, my name is Kayla, and I've never worked directly with the earth chakras, so I'm excited to explore that and receive that, and I'm really grateful to be here. David invited me, so thank you.
Welcome. Nice to have you and nice to meet you. And then Shelly.
Hi, I'm here because my friend Susan told me about you, and we did another sound bath experience, and it was the first time that I had ever had my chakras addressed. I don't know even what the right words are, and it was so fascinating and just wonderful that I wanted to have the experience again. It's a new year. I want to have more positive energy in my body.
Oh, welcome. I'm excited. Well, I'm excited.
You.
And then David, how about you? I know he's folding laundry. His hands may be a little busy. We might just let him keep folding laundry. Okay, perfect. So, as far as the chakras go, we just as a general, a chakra is basically an energy center. So, where a lot of energy runs in one particular point. We talk about the chakras on our body. We talk about the third eye a lot. We talk about the crown, the heart. These are all different energy centers on the body. But just as we have those energy centers on our body, we also have them on the earth. Okay. And when we connect with these, this is what really gives a lot of that grounding energy. So, what we're going to feel today is a lot of that grounding energy. Okay. When we ground energy, if you are a feeler, you may actually feel like kind of, I always think of ice cream melting, so that denseness falling down your body and then moving out your feet. And as that's happening, your crown or your head is going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. And just like that stretch Armstrong or that Play-Doh that we stretch, that's what's going to happen. And we're going to push as much energy down at our feet as we're connecting with these chakras so that we can just move as much as we can and get as light as we can. Okay. You may get visuals as well. You can get auditory messages. It kind of just depends on what your unique gifts and talents are. So those are always welcome. I love them. I love them. But yeah, just to let you know, that may happen as well. Okay. Whew. All right. So we're just going to kind of dive in. So I'd ask you just place your hands somewhere on your body, wherever it feels comfortable. Taking a nice big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And we're doing this, we're setting the intention to one, connect with our own intuition, our own ability to sense what's happening within our energy, within our energetic fields, within our own bodies. And then I'm also asking to set the intention to set that sacred space, create that bubble around you, that bubble of protection where we have the archangels surrounding us, we have the guardians surrounding us, our ancestors surrounding us and guiding us to what is our highest good. Very good. At the same time, just asking to do a little bit of grounding, anchoring in general into the earth. I know we're going to anchor a little bit more, but I just want to get that general anchoring right in there. Beautiful. And then I'm also asking that we remove any energy or transmute any energy that no longer serves us. Clear any interference or limiting beliefs, worries, fears, illusions, falsehoods, anything that's not of the highest truth. So that's light language coming through. That is the frequency of the angels just kind of expressing through the voice. And I'm feeling them clear that higher heart chakra as well as the nose. Now that nose is an internal knowing. Welcome, my beloved ones. You are surrounded by angels that will help with your ascension. We bring in the frequencies to open your heart and expand love. We are grateful for you. Blessings. Beautiful, beautiful. Whew. So now that we open the space, go ahead and relax. You don't necessarily have to have your hands on you. This is the part where I would just ask, do whatever feels good to you. So if that means you need to wiggle, wiggle. If that means that, you want to sit there and fall asleep, go ahead and sit there and fall asleep. All of that is perfectly okay. We're just following the intuition of our bodies. All right. So taking a nice big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we're going to begin by connecting with Mount Shasta and the energy of Mount Shasta. Now, Mount Shasta is the root chakra of the earth. Now, that root chakra is your base, kind of your footing. It is your foundation. It's kind of your starting point. And they're like, all right, let's get started. So enough talking from me. Let's see what the angels have to say. Nice big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. So those of you who know what Mount Shasta looks like, or you can see it within your vision, or even just imagine what it looks like. It's one of the tall mountains in the US on the west coast. And what I see now is us just walking along the road, kind of traveling up Mount Shasta, smelling those trees. There's a lot of very tall pine trees there. And a lot of the year it's covered in snow. So you may get a little bit more of that damp energy as we walk towards the top of the mountain. And I'm just asking that we just feel that frequency, feel the energy of Mount Shasta. Just go deep within our bodies. For our soul to remember that frequency. Merge with that frequency and expand that frequency. And let's root into Mount Shasta. So growing kind of tree roots out of our feet into the mountain. As it awakens what's in our Akashic records that need to be awakened at this time. For those of you who find it hard to be in the 3D world and so much more fun to be in the 5D world, this will help you anchor in as well. The expansion of safety and security within the earth realm. Now, I do find that at Mount Shasta, there's a lot of like Lemurian energy, Atlantean energy, Pleiadian energy. So that energy of our ancestors are coming in as well. I just feel that expansion of that heart chakra. As that heart connects with that root, strengthening our bones even. Strengthening our legs, and growing those roots further into the earth. Archangel Michael came in very, very strong, and he just landed and said, "You are safe, you are protected." Gaia provides what you need. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. So just taking a nice big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now that was just a brief connection with that root chakra at Mount Shasta. Now I'm getting the nudge to move on to the second chakra, which would be the sacral chakra. Now, at this time, if you guys would like, or if you have any questions or anything like that, just go ahead and raise your hand. If not, I'm just going to keep moving on to that second chakra. Now, that second chakra and the human body is located about where your hips are, kind of your pelvic region. On the earth, it's located at Lake Titicaca in South America. And that second chakra, that sacral chakra, is all about creation, passion, self-love. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm actually swaying back and forth like I'm slow dancing. So bringing in a little bit more of that swaying, that feminine. So I'm just asking, may we please connect with Lake Titicaca at this time? May we please connect with the second chakra of the earth. Now you may notice that it's just a different flow, more of a swaying back and forth. Beautiful. More of like a wave coming in and out. Now, there's a lot of temples located at Lake Titicaca as well. So, a lot of energy. They're telling me a very large energy vortex is there. That just means a whole lot of energy that makes the energy actually swirl. So it may actually feel almost like a scarf in the wind right now, that just flow of energy. I'm also seeing more passion energy and fire energy, almost like as we stoke a fire, it's building. We need that fire, that fuel for creation. And the more fire or fuel we have, the more kind of fuel we have to create. Seeing even the connection of Mount Shasta to Lake Titicaca. Beautiful. Now, if you're getting a whole lot of energy coming into that area, you may need to wiggle it just a little bit. There's a whole lot coming in right now. They're saying the strength and creativity is found within you. When you tap into the energy of Lake Titicaca, it raises kind of like filling your gas tank to expand out your creativity. My guides are telling me that as you use that creativity, we create what is deep within our soul and expand that out. And then they're going to ground anything that's not of the highest good. So that creation is of the purest love. Getting a lot of mythical energy here as well, meaning, being able to use our creativity, create worlds where there's fairies and dragons and mermaids and those things we think of in our imagination. We can use our imagination to create. And expanding that out. Beautiful. Yeah. I almost feel like elephantitis in my legs and my hips and just a little tiny top. But as we expand and we connect with those different chakras, we'll expand the upper half of us as well. You guys are doing so beautifully. I'm seeing just those chakras connect, the expansion of them, the clearing of them. Even in the expansion of the knowledge of them on a soul remembrance level. And I'm even seeing our guides just saying how proud of you that they are. As we remember where we came from, who we are, and we reconnect with Gaia herself. Beautiful. And just taking a minute to ground that in, that second chakra at Lake Titicaca, as we prepare for the next chakra. Beautiful. So that next chakra is your third chakra. It's your solar plexus. That one on the human body is located about where your belly button is. It's your willpower, your strength, your confidence. But as far as the earth goes, it's located on Ayers Rock in Australia. Wow. You would notice the energy here is much different than the last two locations. Much more like strength and confidence here. Even the light language has much more authoritarian behind it. So I'm seeing images of the Aborigine, the ancient tribal people within Australia. I'm seeing them around fires, storytellings of what they're seeing in the stars. And the stories that were passed down from generation to generation. They're saying this knowledge is all available to you. The vastness is within you. They said, lay your hand on the ground and feel. So those of you, if you'd like to, just imagine laying your hand on that Ayers rock, that big, huge, just rock formation in Australia, And if you don't know exactly what it looks like, that's okay. Just imagine you're in Australia and you place your hand down on that earth, that kind of red rock soil. Wow. Wow, you guys. I'm just feeling those angels just wake up that light body within us. Which such authority that there is no question. Wow, you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. I'm feeling those three lower chakras. They're just as one chakra right now. And as we move up the body and move to the different areas of the earth, it's just huge expansion. Usharakete sarakati sarakate sarakate surukubaki sarakasa. Had me turn towards the past and just release that veil, that falsehood, the veil that covered our eyes so we couldn't see. The beliefs that we held that restricted us from the true knowing. They said no more. Beautiful. As I feel that energy, I can just feel my whole body just tingling. And not just the hairs on my body, but just through my skin, through my muscles, down to my bones. Etege serakati, serakete, serakate, serakate, serakoti, serakate, sera. Remember what you're capable of. Tekete, serakate, 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 seraka is beyond what your books tell you. Tokare, serakate, serakete, serakete, serakete. Sometimes the news is just gibberish. Tekete, serakate, serakata, seitaka. But be quiet and listen within you. Tokoshetaka. And when you're quiet, you can hear. You can hear the energy. You can hear the frequency that comes forth from you. You can see it bring color. Bright light all around you. Your true form is light. Feel that now. Expand. Beautiful. I'm just breathing through that as I felt that expansion. Beautiful. Just breathing through that as we step into the next chakra. The next chakra being that heart chakra. The heart chakra located about the chest on the human body. On the earth, It's located about near Shaftesbury in the UK. Beautiful. So I'm just going to ask, may we please connect with the heart chakra of the earth at this time. If you notice, the energy here greatly changed. I feel my fingertips themselves tingling. For me, that's very healing energy. So I'm feeling the healing energy of Gaia. And just as with anything, when it comes to energy, there's a give and there is a take. My guides are just asking, may we please provide a little bit of energy to the heart chakra of the earth. So if you'd like to join me, you can place your left hand on your chest, your right hand out. With all my love, with all my heart, I love you, Gaia. I love you, self. And as we share this energy, heart to heart, it expands. I can feel your sadness, Earth. And I ask for you to be at peace. I offer you my love. I offer you my appreciation. As our hearts share this energy, we raise in vibration. We ask the ancestors to help. And the stardust to join us. All around us. To bring in that higher love frequency. To Gaia herself. As we expanded out our hearts. And share it with the hearts of others. From all our ancestors, all our guides, all the ascended masters, the ancient ones and the guardians. We ask that we raise the frequency of love as we open our hearts. As we connect with the heart of Gaia. We bring in that joy and that happiness. The appreciation. The gratitude. The peace. The stillness in a moment as we appreciate all the little things. Just the love of life. The appreciation of every breath. Of every child. Of every heart. Big and small. As the love expands forth to surround us with the healing flames of love. Whether they were the rainbow children, the indigo children, the crystal body children, our light body knows. The galaxy is within us. As we expand our heart with the beautiful. Just breathing through that. Calibrating in that heart chakra energy. As we prepare for the next chakra. Can already feel it. So that fifth chakra on the body is located right where the throat is. So it's our throat chakra. It's how we speak our truth. On the earth, it's located at the Great Pyramid of Giza. So we're connect now with the energy of the Great Pyramid of Giza. And the first image I'm seeing is actually kind of those coil-like things underneath the pyramids. Some people believe that the pyramids can actually gather in energy and transfer it out. It says we've been asleep a little bit as we're all yawning. Very cool. All right. So we're connecting with that divine truth of Gaia. Removing any falsehood, any programming, limiting beliefs, impressions that are not of the ultimate truth. Now, Gaia herself, may have some false impressions on her. So we're cleaning a little bit of that up as well. Anything that's not of pure love, getting rid of that as well. Good. Now I am seeing doves flying out of that throat chakra. Good. Doves are unconditional truth or symbolize that. Also in the Bible, it talks about bringing the olive branch. Good. Now, this isn't just clearing some of our throat chakra, it's also going up as high as your ears. So being able to hear the truth as well as speak the truth. I'm seeing images of Lemuria and Atlantis as well. So bringing back the truth of the past lives. So the truth over the ages, that wisdom. The wisdom without our bias. Without our filters. The wisdom in silence. The wisdom in frequency and energy. Without misinterpretation. The wisdom in internal knowing. Good. Yep. And the cleansing of any programming, especially that which was given to us at birth. Good. Good. Beautiful. Also bringing in more discernment. So throughout the day, there's a lot of things that happen, on the radio and TV shows and all that noise in the background. And there's a lot of things that may not be a full truth in that. So bringing in the ability to discern what the truth is. Beautiful. Yeah, just clearing a little bit more there. Seeing those kind of coils underneath the pyramids just charge up. Yeah. It's funny, they're pointing upwards. So as we move up the chakras on our body, it's like they're just powering the truth up. All right. My guides just asked me to rest for just a second. So we're going to recalibrate. Just breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you feel like there's any stuck energy or anything like that on you, just kind of sweep it down, pull it out your hands, blow. If you need a minute just to go a little bit deeper, take that minute now. If you need a glass of water or drink of water, just go ahead and take that now. Oh, they said, let's go. So no rush, no rush. Good. Okay. Yeah, that feels like we just needed just half a second for a break. Good job. All right, we got 2 more chakras to go. The next chakra is the 6th chakra. That is your third eye. So under my research, there is a little, or they don't have a specific location for that, but it's located near Shaftesbury or Galstonbury, Barry. Again, in the UK. I'm also getting that it is moving. It's sometimes moving, the third eye chakra. So I'm just asking my guides to connect with whatever we need to connect with now as it comes to the third eye. They're also showing me kind of more than one plane. So you think back in geometry class, there's the XY plane. They're doing more than one plane in geometry. So we'll see what that means in just a second. So one of the first images I'm getting is kind of like a flash show, a time-lapse show through time. So clearing out that third eye. Good, good. So again, connecting with that clarity that Gaia has seen over millions of years. And it looks like a kind of a show. A flash of images across the screen, across my vision, showing me all that different knowledge. Just breathing through it as I see kind of even when the animals began to come out of the water way back in the prehistoric eras, feeling that. Feeling when man began to stand upright. So instead of more of a caveman, he's kind of a Homo sapien. Even seeing the development of the brain over, evolution, millions of years. Seeing the development of tools and the use of tools through mankind, all the way from the, spear, to even the fishing rod, the beginning of use of fire. Mm, good. And then being able to hear and sense what the trees are telling us, what the water's telling us, what the fish is telling us, and the birds. And being able to sense all those different things and what the energy says as even the squirrels come near or the dragonflies. And how Gaia herself talks through the animals and the trees and the wind and the flowers and the seasons. Feeling all that energy just penetrate deep within us. Beautiful. I really like this chakra because the other thing I'm seeing right now is with the third eye, we're able to go to all these different locations throughout Earth and gather information. So I'm seeing your guys' Akashic records and kind of different places that you're needing to go. I think that's why it didn't have a specific location. It's like it was everywhere. Anywhere from a bookstore in kind of, what would that be? Old-fashioned England, 1800s, to the Sahara Desert, talking giraffes, the wisdom from a hippopotamus, or even feeling the knowledge from a dolphin, feeling the strength of an ant. But even the heart of a sloth. Feeling the life force of a gnat. And even feeling the ability of a tree to breathe. So just all that beauty of Gaia herself as it expands our third eye as we connect with Gaia's third eye. Absolutely beautiful. Now, as we move up these chakras, the one thing I'm noticing is just a little bit more pressure in that crown chakra as we're pushing that energy up and out. So I'm excited to connect with this last chakra, which is that crown chakra, the seventh chakra. That one's located at Mount Kailash in Tibet. There we go. As soon as that was connected with, that crown chakra just opened right up. That pressure completely gone. Seeing a bunch of monks praying, and they're saying, "We have been waiting for you." Takara sirakati, sirakati, sirakoji, sirakate, sirakati, siraketa, siraka. You've heard our voices over thousands of years. And I'm seeing the monks themselves just chanting. Takai sirakete, sirakoshi, takate, sirakate, 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 siraka. Isirakate, sirakate, sirakate, sirakata, sirakata, sirakata. Our voice is within your being. And I'm feeling that chanting just sending a vibration through my entire body. We hear the voice of the earth and sing it from our throats. As that radiates beyond our being, it wraps Gaia in a healing frequency that we expand upon. Now I'm just feeling that expansion. That expansion as we open that crown chakra, which then allows that energy to flow both up our root all the way to the crown and down our crown all the way to the root. And as we simultaneously move that energy, we're connecting all those different chakras within our being, our bodies, to all the different chakras of the earth. Beautiful. Beautiful. Feel like if we went to Pleiadian school, this would have been one of the Pleiadian classes because I'm seeing us sitting in a classroom. Beautiful. Very nice. This one is just allowing that energy to flow through our entire body, waking up what needs to wake up, turning on the light centers that need to be turned on, gathering the information that needs to be gathered, and expanding that love out. Beautiful. And then just calibrating, knowing that we're going to take this energy with us as we move forward. We're going to be more grounded as we move forward. Being able to be within that 5D and the 3D at the same time, but walking grounded with stability, safety, security. Knowing that Gaia is taking care of us every step along the way. Knowing that we hold that higher love frequency, within our being, and every step we take along the earth is spreading that love. The angels are saying you are the blessed ones. With your words come love. With your energy, flows love. With your love, you change the world. You make the flowers grow. You make the warm summer rains come. So that the rainbows come. Your energies make the dolphins jump and play. And the bee fly from flower to flower. Beautiful. We are thankful for you. Hold this energy within you. As we part ways. Gracias. Beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. All right, take just a second and begin to kind of wiggle your fingers and toes. Realize that we are here on Earth and not in outer space, but it was really nice being out there. Very nice. Yep, just coming back through our bodies, opening up our eyes, kind of stretching a little bit. Beautiful. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited to hear if you guys want to share anything or not, but it was wow. I could feel the difference of each one of the different chakras, kind of different work we had to do as it was changing our bodies and upgrading that as well. So, absolutely fantastic. Was there anybody who would like to share their experience or just have any questions or anything you'd like to say? If there is, you can just go ahead and unmute.
I
Yes.
definitely could feel the energy changes in the different parts of our bodies as we went. And then I fell asleep and I snored wake myself up just like a few minutes ago.
Oh,
And I was like, where am I?
oh, that's right. You just went deep then. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. So
Beautiful.
awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for sharing. Susan.
Yeah, I'll share that. I could definitely feel a different energy in my body as we went through the chakras. And like the very first one, I felt a very cold, damp sensation on my legs, like going through a forest kind of area. I have no idea where this place is in California, but I definitely felt like cold dampness. And then as we moved into the sacral chakra, I felt the swirling around, which I've been feeling that for a couple of months. So I was very familiar with that. And then when we got to the solar plex, it's interesting because you were talking about the Aborigines, and I just kind of felt that before you even said that. Like I felt them hitting their, their I don't know what you call them, like a long stick into the ground, and I felt like all the chakras were just like kind of getting into place. So that was really cool. And then as we went into the heart, I was thinking of England before you even said UK, and I was feeling greenery like Ireland and things like that. So it definitely, just really touched me very much. So thank you so much.
Fantastic. And just to let you know, Mount Shasta has snow. So what I was seeing was walking through the forest as it was snowing and
Okay.
it was all damp. So
I kind of felt like, and I've never been there, Shelly, you're from the area, the, upper western part of the country, like Oregon, Seattle, just like that cold dampiness in my, just on the lower extremities and stuff. So, and then got into my heart, and I want to share. So I have a 5-month-old golden retriever who like is like, like a golden retriever, ADHD everywhere. But as we went through the solar plex and the heart chakras, he just came and sat right next to me. And when we were on the heart chakra, he put his head on my right leg and was just looking at me. I'm like, I love it when the animals can feel the energy as well. And then when we got into the crown, he's over there just having a good old time, just in his own little world. So, but I just wanted to share that.
oh, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. That's so
But yeah, so I wasn't sure how he was going to do because he's, like I said, he's 5 months old. He's usually everywhere, but yeah, he did really good and could feel the shift in the energy as well. And he's just like moseying around. I'll
oh,
try.
that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Awesome. Would somebody else like to share? You don't have to. I'm just asking.
Well, thank you so much because this was absolutely wonderful. And like everyone else, I felt all the different energy. Like when we got to the throat, my ears popped. Like it was like, so yeah, so a lot of energy for me for there. And I did get a lot of visions and colors and everything. So it was really aligning and beautiful. So thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that's so exciting. And then, Kayla, did you want to share it all or?
Yeah, I can share. I felt the energy really moving in all of my chakras, and my cat also came over here and laid next to me. So that was very sweet. And she's very sensitive to energy as well. So and then as we were moving up through the chakras, I was receiving like downloads, like inner knowings, like right before you would like say the stuff. So that was like great confirmation with all of that. And yeah, it was really powerful and I'm very grateful. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So I loved this. I enjoyed it so much. I loved feeling the different chakras. I loved feeling the way the chakras felt, how it moved in our bodies. And even as we moved up the chakras, I could feel the dislodging and the unblocking of all of that. So absolutely beautiful. From here, I would just suggest make sure you drink lots of water. If you know, feel the need, take a salt bath, anything like that. We did move a lot of energy, so there will be a little bit more calibration that will happen over the next, 24, 48 hours or so. If you have any questions after we get off the call, you're more than free to text me, email me, something like that. I'd be more than willing to walk you through anything. If you have any even just stories you want to tell or something like that. I love hearing them. I really appreciate that. If you enjoyed this class, I would always ask, please just, help, say something on social media, like my post, something like that. Just get the words out, share with a friend. Thank you guys for sharing it with a friend. I love you. You're amazing. Thank you, friends, for coming. I love you. You're amazing. Yeah, but I appreciate each and every single one of you. You're absolutely amazing and blessings. I can't wait to work with you again. So, all right. But bye for now. Blessings.
Thank you.